this is Jill from Paper Daisy Crafting. Thank you for joining me again today. Today, this is our project, another one in my series of poppies. I hope you like this poppy set. I love the poppy suite. Really getting into it, been using it quite a lot. And this little card, very simple, nice white background, beautiful red poppy, and not much else. So I'm going to show you how to make it. So what would we need? Okay, we need a card blank. Thick Whisper White card. Don't try and use our thin Whisper White. It's not strong enough to be just a card blank on its own. Use our thick Whisper White, and that's on my usual measurements, which is 21 by 15 centimetres or 8 1/4 by 5 3/4, scored at 10.5. You then need a layer of Poppy Parade. Like I said in my previous video, I haven't ever been a lover of Poppy Parade until this poppy suite came out, and then I love it because it's just such a great poppy. It is actually exactly the right colour for poppies, and I have loved poppies, as I was saying before. Since I was a little girl, I had a thing about poppies. I love them. I love Monet's poppies, that picture. So yeah, so I was delighted when this suite came out in this spring summer catalogue. There we go. So a layer, oh, now this measures a centimetre smaller than so the card front measures 10.5 by is it 15? I think this one is, and so this measures 9.5 by 14. And then I have embossed, I don't know whether you can see that on the camera. Bring that up a bit. Can you see that I've embossed that with the subtle, oh, there we go, can you see that? The subtle embossing folder, and this is just 0.5 centimetre smaller than the red panel. So if this was 9.5, this is now 9, and this is 13.5 centimetres. Sure, if you're working in inches, you need to reduce the first panel by 1/2 inch and the second panel by 1/4 inch. So there we go. So place that on there, and I've already die cut my poppy elements, and I'll show you the pieces that you need. So that's there. So you need an outline that I've cut out in real red, an outline in Poppy Parade, the backing part in Poppy Parade, 2 of the thicker leaf strips in Old Olive, and 2 of the leaf strips, and I can't think what this colour is. What colour is that? Let me find use my colour swatches all the time. So that is garden green, of course it is, garden green, yep. There we go, and a black stamens, centre of the flower to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our poppy together first. So just going to take the outline and just use a little bit of Tombow on each section here. And just get a little bit of glue on each bit that might come up if it's not glued down. So you don't need to go absolutely along all the edges, but just catch everyone in one place. And then with a cocktail stick, just spread that glue out like so. And then that should adhere nicely. Now, when I did the previous video, couldn't for the life of me work out where this went. Oh, there we go. This is a lot easier. Honestly, the previous video, I was like moving it around all the time. I couldn't find where it went. There we go. So that will glue down nicely. And then the stamens just go in front. So this is another card with very, very minimal stamping. We seem to be doing a lot of those recently, a lot of die cut cards without any stamping, which is actually where I started. Before I joined Stampin' Up, I used to make cards, but I hardly ever did any stamping. I didn't have many rubber stamps or ink pads or anything. And I used to make a lot of cards with just die cuts. Sometimes I used to print a sentiment. And since I've joined Stampin' Up, of course, I've done a lot more stamping. But I still love cards that don't have much stamping on them. There we go. There. Just line that up and put that over there. So you get like a two-toned leaf, which is quite pretty. And then I've got a third one here, don't need that one. And then the second one, just very thin amount of Tombow. And place that on there, like so. Oops, that's moved. There you go. How are you all getting on with your social isolation and staying indoors? Are you doing lots of crafting? I have to admit, I've managed to do some gardening, which is a first for me. For ages, I haven't done any gardening for years. I have a gardener normally, but of course he can't come at the minute, so actually I've started tackling it. Problem is today I can hardly move. My legs ache so much from gardening. Right, that's going to go like that. So first of all, I'm going to leave the poppy there, and I'm going to put some glue on the leaf because I want to be able to place the leaf before I glue the poppy. So there we go. So I'm going to hold the poppy down, just lift it up and position my leaf. So the poppy's not stuck down yet. And then we need this one. And this one is just a tiny little bit of this leaf. So I'm going to trim it off. Don't need the whole thing here. Find some scissors. Just going to trim it off here. Like so. And that's just going to pop behind here somewhere. Maybe there, yeah, I like it there, like so. And then we've got a tiny amount of printing to do. So I just want to do a thank you on here. So somewhere, there we go, I've got my thank you stamp. Reach over and get my Memento Black. Take a little, oh, I've got to stick the poppy down. I forgot to stick the poppy down. There we go. Stick the poppy like so. And then at the top here, we're just going to have a thank you. This is the thank you from the honeybee set. It's quite a sweet little thank you, which is quite useful to just fit in a circle. That doesn't look very black. I don't know what's wrong with my Memento Black at the minute. I did refill it, but maybe I need to do a bit more because it doesn't seem to be stamping very black. Let's see if that's better. Oh, that's better. There we go. And I've got my two little punches here. So I've got my 1-inch punch, which is what I'm going to punch out the thank you with. And I've got my scalloped 1 1/8 inch scallop circle punch, and I'm going to punch out a little bit of Poppy Parade. I'm going to glue those together, and that really is it. There we go. And like so. There we go. Bit of glue there. And ta-da, we're done. There we go. Very unusual for me to do 2 identical cards, but I quite like this red colour scheme. Actually, I can see I've did a smaller border around that one, but I quite like this chunkier border on this one. Up to you, whichever one you prefer. I probably only cut this one down maybe 3 centimetres smaller. This one I did 5 centimetres smaller. Anyway, that's it from me today. If you want to buy any of these products, please pop down to my shop and you'll see the ordering information. If you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any of my videos, you just need to click the little bell. Or you can click subscribe and then click the bell, which will send you notifications. Or you can subscribe to my blog, and then within my blog I always post all my videos, so you wouldn't miss anything then. Anyway, thank you for watching today. Have a lovely day, and I will see you soon. Bye.